Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go.
Forward!
Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go.
Forward!
Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go.
Forward!
Hard work, hard work, hard work.
Fall in.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's me, your boy Trey, and you're rocking this morning with E2G Sports Network presents First Formation Morning Sports Talk. You heard the intro, no need to explain. Fall in this morning as we get to talking about some of the things that went on in sports last night. Interesting turn of events in in NFL. Any given Sunday, it was just Monday in this case. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first and foremost, getting into it yesterday, which I was not privy to the information initially. Of course, Donovan starts off with the rest in peace to the 3 football players from the University of Virginia. If you have not heard, University of Virginia is in mourning for the death of 3 of their student athletes that were shot and killed Sunday morning on a bus coming back from a field trip out of Washington, D.C. after seeing a play. Of course, the suspect, 22-year-old Christopher Jones Jr., a former University of Virginia running back student athlete himself, is the suspect and was apprehended. Uh, he was apprehended yesterday morning. Of course, the victims, wide receivers Lavelle Davis Jr., Devin Chandler, and linebacker Deshaun Perry were killed in a what is being touted as a senseless shooting on the bus coming back from that field trip. One of as additionally there was 2 others that were shot and injured. One is basically recovering. The other one critical condition. That is running back Mike Hollins is in critical condition after he was shot in the back, and he is going through his second surgery in as many days as they found the bullet is currently in his stomach. He will have go through surgery, have that removed. Of course, love, condolences, prayers go out to all the families of the victims and those that have been affected by this incident. Uh, Nothing more really. They, of course, they have conversations and have been talking about how there has been situations in which the suspect Christopher Jones, he has had a few things, but nothing that would have thought to lead up to him shooting or killing anybody. So I'm very sure more is to come on that particular story. Again, once we, like you said, more um, prayers and condolences to the families. Of course, going forth, we'll be paying close attention and report as we can as it comes out. Other conversations or news in the college football. Um, the CFP comes out this afternoon, this evening, around I think 7 or 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. In between the 2 college basketball games, I know one game puts Duke against Kansas, I believe. The other is Kansas, Michigan State against. It slips me at this time. I have to pull it up and look and see. But of course, those games are going on. In between those 2 games will be the college football rankings will come out. Most likely, Georgia will still be number 1. I think the only difference you have is probably 4 through 7. I think as we should see TCU probably should be in the mix. Tennessee, maybe USC, LSU, possibly, as it goes with the top 6. So, of course, we look forward to seeing that. Um, Let me see. Hold up. I forgot to do one thing. Bear with me. What's good, Kanice? What's going on, man? How you doing? Glad to see your information this morning. Good morning to you. Let me see. Oh, I cannot. There we go. Okay. Um, Let me see. Few games in NBA action last night. Light work as opposed to a couple of other nights in which we've seen where they've had a multitude of games. Last night, of course, the Detroit Pistons hosted the Toronto Raptors. Detroit falls short 4 points, losing 115 to 111. Toronto improves to 87 on the year. Detroit drops to 3-12. The Raptors, led by Delano Bantis, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist from Chris Boucher, 12 points from Malachi Flynn, 19 from OG Anunoby. Thaddeus Young contributed with 6.8 from Scotty Barnes. The Pistons, led by Jaden Ivey, their rookie sensation, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists from Bogdan Bogdanovic. 16 points, 5 rebounds from Marvin Bagley. 15 points from Alec Burke. Contributions from Isaiah Livers, Sadiq Bey with 9, and Killian Hayes with 6 points. I didn't think. You know what? Never mind. You just keep it pushing. Uh, Good morning, Bishop. How you doing, brother? What's going
What's
on?
good? What's good? Where's Bishop? I ain't going nowhere. Y'all know a
So
lot of
here
y'all
I
think
go.
I was running, and y'all still think, and y'all see I'm still repping. I'm still gonna rep. I got it in my back. I still got my backdrop. Of course, it's no longer the zero, so I took that down. I still got Devontae Smith doing his thing like I said he was gonna do. Just the other cats didn't show up. Good morning, Tail. Twin
You should have
Towers.
just
Done.
you
Mad
should
shouts out, to the dude for those three gentlemen that did
yeah.
lose their lives on Sunday night.
You should just
But
go
yeah,
ahead
man,
and put up the 4-1. That would 8-1. That would have been cool.
8-1 ain't nobody putting that on the internet like that. The only people got authorization of that right now. Only
Our two
teams doing
teams.
that is probably the Minnesota, somebody like that who you know who ain't never been undefeated before like that long. So you know what I'm saying, they 8-1 don't really mean a whole lot. I mean, it's good for
I mean,
us because we know that means now we focus. That means the worst thing that could happen last night happened. I mean, the best thing that could happen for us happened last night. Now we no longer on this
get the
pedestal.
pressure off.
Now,
Yeah.
no, the pressure is off. It is what it is. It is expected. I bet you wish you would have picked the Commanders like you initially thought, because
You
you
know
would
what?
have had a game.
It you know what?
Yeah.
It does. I'm fine. You know why? You know I'm good with it because instinct
Why?
is all of the stratosphere. No, I said that Washington was going to beat the
No,
Eagles.
no,
Like I
no, no,
said,
no,
wait, hold on,
no.
hold on,
Don't
hold
do
on.
that. No,
What I
you don't.
said
You
is,
can't
what
cut.
I said is, what I
Trey,
said,
stop doing that. Trey,
what
stop
I
doing
said
that.
is,
What he
I
said,
did say,
I
I was like,
told you
I'm
it was
not
going
going
to
to
go.
choose
I
him.
said it was going
I said I'm not going to choose him. I said I'm not going. I was like, I'm not going to
I
choose him.
did say
But I
I
did
did say they
say
was going to
they
split
were
game.
going.
Yeah, I knew
Yes, I
it.
did say they were going to split the game. And
Here we
so,
go.
like I said, I
Eric,
still remain in
Eric,
that
here
same.
go the, and
I
I
still
said
remain.
Eric. So if you was so sure, why you even pick
I
him
still
then?
remain.
Why you even
I
pick
still
him?
remain in that same vein where I think New York is going to sit up and play, do the same thing, as well as Dallas is going to do the same thing. Y'all
So
going to at
pick
least
him.
have 3
Pick him.
losses.
What?
3
So
losses.
if you like that, pick that team. Pick him. Don't. If you so sure and you got all this in you about what these teams gonna do, pick them. Quit stop. You do that all the time. You ain't slick, Trey.
I'm just
You is
saying.
not
I'm
slick.
not being sick. I'm the only person that sit up and said that they was going to. I didn't pick them, but I did say that they're going to
You
lose
should
to
have.
them.
You should have. You should have picked them. That'll
No
put you
one in
one
their
game
right
close.
now
That
was
would
going
have
to go
been.
with that
That
game.
would. You ain't been. I
The
don't think
only,
you've been
the
right
only people, the only
on
person that
Monday
would have picked.
nights and Monday nights and Thursday night games. I don't think you've been right
So,
yet.
horrible. Two
I don't
games.
think you've been on
That's
like where you picked the games.
it's a
where
horrible.
You had
It's a
them.
horrible record. It's a horrible record. It really is. Between the two of them, it's like, ugh. If they could just play all
Monday and
16
Thursday
games.
is
If they could
not
just play
Trey's
all
friend.
16, if they could play all 16 games on Sunday, I'd be good. I'd be good.
His record for Monday and Thursday is horrible. He always picks the opposite, and he always.
Opposite team. I may go
I
one
should
way.
have known.
Like,
I should have known something when he picked Philly. I should have known something when he picked Philly that we was gonna lose that game. I should have known something.
Yeah, but nobody on the earth believed we were going to do the team. Yeah, so that's it. That's exactly what I said.
I know, man. This dude here, bro.
That's what I said. Like I been see. That's all. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But I know he's talking
exactly
basketball right now, so let's get it.
Oh my goodness. Well, of course, like I was going on, like we said, Detroit fell. Next up, Charlotte Hornets, 4-11 after their win over the Orlando Magic, who were 4-10, 112 to 105. The Hornets, led by 18 points from Mason Plumlee, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 17 points apiece from Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball, 4 rebounds, 9 assists for Ball, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Rozier. Theodore Maledon, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists from PJ Washington. And lastly, Kelly Oubre contributed with 16 points, 5 rebounds, no assists. The Magic was led by Frank Wagner's 23 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 points for Wendell Carter Jr. Bo contributed with 14 points and 9 rebounds. Oki, 10 points, 14 points for Bamba. Of course, and Jalen Suggs, 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Paulo did not play last night. So you're lucky. 4-10. I know this isn't. You know what? It just continues to get better. I think when you look at it, like there's no one. Like I said, no one playing or everyone is seemingly tanking. I wonder, is this a tank job to get their hands on another top round draft pick? It remains to be seen. I'm very sure it isn't. I don't think there's any future in the tanking for the most part. Since Philadelphia was successful, I think that was it, and that's where it ends at. But in any case, the Phoenix Suns faced off against the Miami Heat in Miami. A pretty good game, actually, coming down to the last points, last few seconds, as Jimmy Butler was able to get a stop on Devin Booker with a last-second block that eliminated his opportunity to put the team up. The Miami Heat wins 113 to 112, going 500 on the year at 7-7. Phoenix drops to 8-5. Like I said before, mentioned Devin Booker, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 21 points, 4 assists from Dwayne Washington, 15 points from Kyle Bridges, 16 from DeAndre Ayton, with 12 rebounds to go along with that. Torrey Craig, 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. Damian Lee, 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. The Heat, led by a 30-point Allen and 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Bam Adebayo, 15 points apiece. Yeah, double-double. 15 points apiece from Kyle Lowry and Caleb Martin. Lowry, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Martin, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Jimmy Butler, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Stat stuff at night. Duncan Robinson and Gabe Vincent, 10 points apiece, 5 points for Struss, and Dwayne Dedman, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 12 assists in his efforts. 4 of the games on the night. Oklahoma City Thunder gave the Boston Celtics a scare. Boston currently 11-3 with the win, 126 to 122. The Thunder, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 37 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 16 points, 4 rebounds from Krzyzewski, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists from Jalen Williams. Lou Dort continued with 21 points, 16 points from Josh Giddey. It was just a situation where I think, most part from what I looked and seen, the Celtics were just too big for the OKC squad. 26 points from Jaylen Brown, 22 from Marcus Smart, 27 from Jason Tatum. 3 players in double figures, 16 in 20 points with 20 points or more. 3 others in double figures with 10 from Peyton Pritchard. Derek White contributed with 16 points and 12 points from Al Horford. as the Boston Celtics continue on 11-3 so far to start the season, as they continue to roll. The Los Angeles Clippers pulled up into Houston and pulled out with a win, 8-6 on the year with a 122-106 lead. Win. Houston drops to 106. I think it's just a situation where Houston can't produce. What's good this morning? Applewhite, drunk, or east west of each other, so canceled out. I can see that drunk. I think it's just the Houston that can't close out. I was at the Houston New Orleans game the other night. What was that, Saturday night? And New Orleans was out running, took off, was doing their thing, and then kind of like dialed it back. I don't know what happened. They got walked down. They came back. Houston came back and was up, and then by the time the bell rung, Houston had lost by like I think 13 points or something like that. So I don't know. They got effective pieces. They just got to put them together. But in case in this game, the Clippers led by 22 points from Paul George, 17 points apiece from Norman Powell and Reggie Jackson, 14 points from Terrence Mann, 15 from Marcus Morris Senior, Nicholas Batum, 10 points contribution from Ezeka Zubac with 9.7 rebounds, 1 assist. The Rockets led by 25 points from Jalen Green, 20 points from Kevin Porter, 16 points from Alperen Sengun. Kenyon Martin Jr., 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Gordon, 4 points, 1 rebound, off night for him, and Jabari Smith, 7.6 rebounds and 1 assist to contribute. Like I said, 2-12 for the year for the Rockets, 8-6 for the Clippers. Where you got two more games. The Hawks were able to handle business handily against the Milwaukee Bucks, winning 121-105. With that loss, it pulls the Bucks at the same record with the both the NBA and East leading records of 10-3. The Hawks 9-5 on the year, winning 121-106. The Hawks is led by DeAndre Hunter's 24 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 19 points apiece for Javante Murray and Clint Capella. Clint Capella with 10 rebounds to go along with that. 21 points from Trae Young, 9 assists, 3 rebounds, 7 points from AJ Griffin, 5 from Jalen Gott. Aaron
Ooh,
Holiday
that's an
contributed with
upset.
4 points. Yes, it was. Giannis Antetokounmpo, a leading scorer for the Bucks with 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He did have a brief square as he twisted his ankle while going up for a rebound. Pretty bad twist. Bobby Portis, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 points apiece from Brooke Lopez, Javon Carter, Grayson Allen, 2 points, George Hill,
What
2
up, Zach?
points, Serge Ibaka with 5 points, and 20 points for Marjon Beauchamp in the losing efforts. Like I said, again, that puts Milwaukee and Boston tied across the top of the NBA and the East with a 10
Boston
and
and
3,
Brook.
10 and 3
No,
record.
Boston is 11-3.
Really?
Yeah, they
They
6-1
are.
at
You're
home.
right. You're
They're
right. You're
11. They're
right.
11-3.
You're right. Because they was yesterday. We just talked about they were 10-3. So yes, Boston's on top. And last but
Right.
not least, the Golden State Warriors faced off against the
Spanking. God dang.
San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs
Good
winning.
Lord.
Correction. The Spurs losing
Yeah, they ain't
132
win.
to 95, making both teams 6-8 on the year to start out. The Spurs led by their leading scorer 15 points, Keldon Johnson, 15 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 12 points apiece from Siak Diop and Jeremy Socon, 10 points from Josh Richardson. And then a couple players at 6 points, Bassi, Poto, and Avasso. The Warriors, 36 points from Jordan Poole, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 15
36.
points from Jonathan Kuminga, 17 points from Anthony Lamb, 10 points from Andrew Wiggins, 4 from the Draymond Green, Steph Curry, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Wiseman, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. As Wiseman, per this morning, has been sent down to the G League. They basically said that he needs more repetitions. It did wonders for Poole. when he got sent to the G League, he came back with a whole different look at competition. So hopefully that does better and help him out. Of course, other news in the NBA, Kyrie Irving is on his seventh game being missed due to his suspension from the team.
I thought it was
Um,
only supposed to be 5.
it was, but then they came back and said he has to meet those benchmarks in order to come back. So now he still hasn't met all those benchmarks. So until he meets those benchmarks, and stated that he's not going to be back. Although the NBAP did appeal it, and they're trying to look at see what they can do. But until then, he's currently out. So he's what 2 games past
The
that
NBA, the
suspension.
NBPA, you mean? Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
NBA, yes,
NBA,
yes,
the
National
NBPA,
Basketball Players
Players
Association.
Association. Yeah.
Yes, my fault. Yeah, their union. Tonight, you have a couple of games tonight. Set 5 games. The Memphis Grizzlies will be in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. The Mavericks will host the Los Angeles Clippers. The Utah Jazz hosting the New York Knicks. The Sacramento Kings will host the Brooklyn Nets. And lastly, the Portland Trailblazers will host the San Antonio Spurs tonight. So let's get right into this, Bishop. Last night's game. What can you tell me from your standpoint as a Philadelphia super fan? What can you sit up and tell me? What did you see last night?
I saw a team who definitely wasn't ready to play,
Mm-hmm.
even on their own home field. I don't know what. And again, this even goes to fix this curtain. Oh yeah, this even goes to the fact of a lot of what I've talked about my beloved Sooners too. If
Mm-hmm.
you well, no, I'll take that back. So with well, I can't even think his name because I really don't care for this dude as a coach. I can't think of his name. Brent Venables, is that his name?
Yes.
Brent Venables, that's it. Him. So with him, man, he I really feel like it's not him that the reason why that we were 8-0. It has nothing to do with him at all. And I've truly believed that it has nothing to do with Brent. He doesn't have the mind capacity or concept of how to play the game, in my opinion. He does things totally backwards. We ran the ball 2 times in the first half.
Uh-huh.
2 times with the running back of Miles Sanders. We run the ball 2 times. This is Brent Venables' Achilles heel. Because he's a quarterback coach and a pass-heavy coach, that's all he wants to do. He just wants to pass the ball. He does not want to do anything else. He don't want to set up the run game to open up the pass game. He wants to just pass the ball. And when you only wants to pass the ball, it's easy to defend. And then we're down. We're down at halftime. First time we've been down all season. We're down at halftime, and you come out and run 4 plays out the gate in the second half. Where was that at in the first half? His choice of play calling is horrible. And I said this last year when he was the coach, the same thing. He did the exact same thing last year. That was why that's why we had the record we had last year, because he doesn't believe in running the ball. And then when he wants to run the ball, it's too late to run the ball. Now, I will say this. It was no fault of Jalen Hurts. He did throw 1 pick, but he
Mm-hmm.
threw 2 touchdowns and he ran for 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't no fault of Jalen's. However, it was a great deal of fault of the wide receivers outside of Devontae. Devontae did his thing. He had 1 touchdown. I forget how many yards he had. Let me see. Devontae did his thing. And I knew he was because Devontae had a great game the first time against the Washington Commanders. So
Devontae was 6 receptions, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Quez Watkins, 4 receptions, 80 yards. He did, however, had that costly fumble. Dallas Gilbert, three
fumble.
receptions, 23 points, 23 yards, 1 touchdown.
And a fumble.
As
He
stated
fumbled
before,
it too.
Miles Sanders, 12 carries for 54 yards. Jalen Hurts, 6 carries for 28 yards with the touchdown. Jalen Hurts, of course, 17 for 26, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Commanders, Taylor Heineke,
No, they
17 for
didn't,
29,
Richard. AP, don't you say nothing about nobody.
211 yards, 1
Don't say
touchdown.
nothing about excuses, dude.
Brian
We
Robinson
got beat.
Jr.,
We got beat.
26 carries for 86 yards, 1 touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 14 carries for 44 yards, 1 touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 8 receptions, 128 yards. Curtis Samuel, 2 for 28. Demi Brown, 1 for 15. Gibson contributed with 3 receptions for 14 yards. What would Apple say? Nothing was said when the Eagles were winning all those
Ain't
games.
nobody studying about Applewhite because when the last time we seen Applewhite? You know why he on here? Where was he at yesterday when the Cowboys lost to the Green Bay Packers? Where was he at yesterday? Couldn't find him yesterday, right? But now that all of a sudden the Eagles have lost, we still lead the NFC East. Know that, Applewhite. We lost. True story. But I'm gonna tell you why we lost the game. We had 4 turnovers. Trey asked what was the problem.
No
we had
game.
4 turnovers.
No team can win with 4
turnovers. Come on, man. That's not an excuse. That's real. I'm not making no excuses. They had 4 turnovers. Only one was Jalen's fault. The rest are wide receivers. Wide receivers just dropping balls. And then our coach does bad coaching. He doesn't know how to coach. Brent Venables is not the coach for us. We were not 8-0 because of Brent Venables. We were 8-0 because of the players in which we have on our team. Everybody knows, well, not everybody knows, but people have seen who was it that we played that exposed our run defense. I forget. It was somebody there was that Thursday night game. Who did we Thursday? They exposed our run defense. And Washington came right out there and did the exact same thing. For the first drive, that's all they did. They ran the ball. And we could not stop it. There was nothing we could do to stop it. And they did that all night. They exposed that we can run, that we can't stop the run. No, I'm telling you what they did. They ran the ball. Yes, that's keeping the offense off the field. Oh, they
ate the clock up and imposed
they
their
had
will.
the ball pretty much the whole entire first quarter.
And a lot of teams, matter of fact, the first team did that is because that old dude, y'all rookie was out. Y'all rookie.
You talking about Davis?
Jordan Davis. He was out, and so since he's a space eater, since he's been out, people have been attacking that.
Running the ball like crazy, bro, and people know that now. Because I forget the team that beat. Hold on, I'll tell you who it was. It was a team that we had played on a Thursday night, and they exposed our run defense. Without question, they exposed our run defense, and they did what they had, and that's what Washington. And that's the thing with Washington. When it comes to Washington, we played them already, so they know what to expect.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant.
I mean, Nick Sirianni.
Nick
Sirianni. Brent Venables is Brent Venables is at Oklahoma. Nick Sirianni. Okay, that's right. Nick Sirianni, same thing. They both got the same problem. They don't know. Brent Venables, he bad coaching too. He don't know what he's doing. How you defensive coach when you rely on most points in NFL in college football? That's stupid to me. But anyway, we played the Texans. That's who it was. The Texans. Pierce ran crazy. Pierce. It was the Texans. He ran crazy on it. This dude almost had 100 yards in the first half. If not 100 yards. So they knew that we couldn't stop the run. Like Trey said, especially being that Jordan Davis is out, he can't fill up that gap in the middle because he plays nose. So he couldn't fill up that gap. So Washington came right out there, and as you saw, they did exactly what I figured I was afraid of. I knew we could not stop the run. I knew that, especially with Davis not being in there. And they exposed that, man. But we have wide receivers who I don't think what's his name? AJ Brown, he came up gimpy after a play, and then like after that, he was never the same in the game last night. He came up gimpy, he came out of a cut, and he came out of the cut kind of wrong. He caught the ball limping out of bounds as he was catching it. And then I don't think he got I think he got a pass thrown to him maybe once or twice more, but he didn't catch nothing else after that. So he was gimpy, so I don't know. We don't know the status on him, AJ Brown. He missed a few plays. Like I said, Devontae Smith did his thing, but then you got Quez Watkins, dropping, catching ball. I ain't dropped. He dropped the ball in the middle of the freaking field. Dropped the ball. Then you got Zach Ertz. But see, this is the thing, right? People like Applewhite, they quick to blame the officials. I don't hear you saying anything about the official that missed that face mask call, Applewhite. I don't see you saying nothing about that.
Goddard.
And that wouldn't even. And if you take that back, that ain't even a turnover no more. Because the face mask was during Goddard's fumble. So if you take that face mask call, that wouldn't even be a fumble no more. I ain't heard you. I ain't see you. When did you say that? I didn't see you say nothing about. I see you was quick to run your mouth about. I see you was quick to run your mouth about talk about how Philly wasn't no pass interference on that part. But I didn't see nothing about you say anything about the face mask penalty, which was clearly obvious. I didn't see that nowhere, but you was quick to jump on there and talk about when you was quick to go on there and talk about a pass interference, which was clear pass interference. Man, go ahead, bro. Until your record is better than mine, you can't really say nothing, Applewhite. We already beat you, so it is what it is. We're gonna beat y'all again on y'all own home field. But anywho, I'm saying it now. After this is the worst thing that could have happened for anybody on the NFC East for us to lose. This is the worst thing that could happen for anybody else. Because now we now ain't no pressure. People ain't talking about undefeated season. None of that. All of that is gone.
So let's see if there's any pressure applied from this point. Of course, I have both the top two. I mean, tops.
I agree with you,
rankings. The power rankings for the NFL. Of course, start with the NFL.com first. At number 32, we have the Houston Texans. The Carolina Panthers at 31. Denver Broncos coming in at number 30. At number 29, the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll talk about that in a little bit. The 28th ranked Jacksonville Jaguars. The Indianapolis Colts coming in at number 27. The Los Angeles Rams at 26. The Pittsburgh Steelers at 25. At number 24, the Cleveland Browns. At 23, the descending New Orleans Saints. At 22, Atlanta Falcons. At 21, the Detroit Lions as they move up 8 slots. Goodness. At number 20, the Chicago Bears. At number 19, the Arizona Cardinals. At number 18, dropping 3 spots, the Los Angeles Chargers. The Washington Commanders move up 8 slots with their win, currently 5-5 on the year. Every team in the NFC East has a winning record. Imagine that. The Green Bay Packers move in at number 16. At number 15, the New England Patriots. Number 16. Number 14, the Seattle Seahawks. At number 13, the New York Giants. At 12, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At number 11, the Cincinnati Bengals as we move into the top 20, the top 10. At number 10, the New York Jets. At number 9, the Tennessee Titans. At number 8, the Dallas Cowboys. Moving at number 7, the San Francisco 49ers. Damn, they fell 1 spot with a win? That's how we do us. At number 6, the Baltimore Ravens. Moving into the top 5. At number 5, the Buffalo Bills. I think we might see a situation, Bishop. At number 4, the Miami Dolphins. If this number 3, if this team ain't number, if Minnesota is not number 3, I think you have a problem. Actually, you know what? Who's probably gonna be number 1? Kansas City.
Yeah. It is gonna be. It is Kansas City.
At number 3, the Minnesota Vikings. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. And number 1, the Philadelphia Eagles. Hold on. In the NFL, the Eagles hold on in the NFL power ranking to the number 1 team.
Let's go. I love it. That sounds how it's been going all season. So I'm not even surprised. I'll take
the
it.
number 1 out of ESPN, same ranking. Number 3, Houston. Number 32, number 31, they have the Raiders. At number 30, Carolina Panthers. 29, the Detroit Lions. At 28, the Denver Broncos. At 27, the Pittsburgh Steelers. 26, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chicago Bears at 25. 24, the New Orleans Saints. At number 22, the Los Angeles Rams. At 21, the Indianapolis Colts. The Falcons come in at number 20. Number 19, the Cardinals. Green Bay Packers at 18. 17, the Washington Commanders. At number 16, the Los Angeles Chargers. At 15, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 14, the New England Patriots. 13, the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 12, the Seattle Seahawks. At number 11, the Tennessee Titans. I know the Seahawks feel disrespected. Number 10, the New York Jets. Moving into the top, Dallas at number 9. Number 8, the San Francisco 49ers. At number 7, the New York Giants. At number 6, the Baltimore Ravens. At 5, the Buffalo Bills. Moving into the top 4, Miami Dolphins at number 4. At number 3, the Minnesota Vikings. I wonder, do we have the same outcome as NFL.com? ESPN has the Philadelphia Eagles at number 2, and at number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So, do you think, Bishop, going back, do you believe that the late penalty that basically sealed the game was warranted? Do you think it was a legit call? The rough in the passer?
Oh, you talk about the late hit on the quarterback. So I went as I was watching that game.
he gave himself up.
He did. He gave himself up. But again, bro, you got to be able to control your body. There's no way. Like as soon as it happened, I said, "What? Why would you?" I was like, "That."
Yeah, you see Jalen Hurts' response.
Yeah, as soon as it happened, I said, "Well, there go the game. That's the game right there." Because I knew that was going to be an automatic first down, penalty, personal foul. I knew it. And the problem of the matter is, the thing that bothers me so much, well, they talking about, oh, no, he was already. No, you control your body. You seen he was well on his leg, on his knee, well before that. You could have, as you was going in motion, you could have rolled your body and avoided hitting him or running into him. Yes, you saw him pull up because both his hands was up. You did see him pull up. Mm-hmm. But it's too late. Yeah. You made contact.
Yeah,
it's way too late. You made contact. It was a legit call. It was. Regardless of his hands being up, you still made contact with the quarterback. After he
gave himself up with a good amount of time. Like you didn't have to run into him. You could have turned your body the opposite way to avoid the contact. If he would have turned his body,
that's right.
So that way to avoid,
he would have rolled If he'd have rolled his body, 9 out of 10, his back would have probably hit him.
Yeah, or anything, or even if he shifted with his chest, they would have probably seen it as it wasn't the delivery, and they might have went ahead and just.
And this is coming from, and this happened by, this came from, this is a veteran. Like, how are you a veteran making these dumb mistakes, bro? Brandon Graham. How are you making these dumb mistakes? You're a veteran, bro. Why are you doing stupid stuff like that? And you get caught up. No, you can't get caught up in the game that much, bro. You have to keep your wits about yourself to know where you are on the field at all times. Bro, that man gave himself up yesterday morning, and you still hit him yesterday night.
He was like, I'm going to get this. You're going to take this hit.
Yeah, you come on, man. Really? Come on. And thank you, Eric. Y'all got to get past Minnesota this weekend, partner. Y'all might not be Minnesota there, AP. That part. Y'all might not beat Minnesota. So you talking about y'all going to tie the division, probably win with the what?
If Minnesota gets the win, they might move into the number 1 team.
They might.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. We got? Oh, we got the Coast this weekend.
Yeah, so if Minnesota gets the win, who Kansas City got? Kansas City is off, I think. No,
they got a bye this week?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Hold on, let me see. Who they got next week? Well, we on week 11?
Kansas City plays the Chargers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that ain't going to be an easy game.
You would think it wouldn't be. It's one of that's a trap game because you think Kansas City, you think Chargers ain't got nobody, and they do it with a few people.
Don't tell somebody to come see you after the game, Applewhite, when you ain't even gonna be on here if y'all lose. Don't even do it. Don't even do it because you one of the main ones. When your team winning, you on here. Or somebody in your division losing, you on here. When your team lose, you can't be found. And then you're gonna come up with all these excuses on how the referees or the zebras beat y'all. Get out of here, man. You pick and choose when you gonna come up here. Get out of here, bro. You know good and well, AP, you not finna be up here if y'all lose. You gonna be somewhere else, can't be found.
So of course, in other type of sort of news, we have.
I know you were, Eric. Find him. Send him. Get him in his inbox, bro, because he's gonna be running. What y'all got an early game? What time y'all play on Saturday? Let me see what time that game is. What time the Cowboys and them play? Y'all got the late game. Let me see. Oh
Are they
yeah,
a
y'all got
the
325.
Sunday night? Oh, they a late
No,
game.
no, 325. No, they
Okay.
325. The Sunday night game is the Chiefs and Chargers game you just
Yeah,
talked
that's right.
about.
They got flex. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Chiefs and Chargers
yeah,
and 49ers play
yeah,
on Monday night.
yeah,
So he said Google. He's like, I'll find them Google. So of
yeah.
course,
Yeah.
when you look at it, funny speaking of course, Las Vegas. What time is it? Okay, I got 5 minutes. So, Las Vegas Raiders owner Mark Davis, of course, had gave a vote of confidence. Well, he said his vote of confidence is when he hired Coach McDaniels. Of course, he basically states that Rome was built in a day amid all the plans that everyone calling for McDaniels firing. After currently the team 2-7 on the year, but he's standing behind his quarterback, his coach. And for them to basically turn it around, you got to think he just took over. So there's going to probably be some bumps and bruises as they go around. About he states that he feels like he's doing a fine job.
Mm.
Uh, I never ducked the show cover loss. Okay, Applewhite, ECU.
Now you know that
Uh,
ain't true.
in
'Cause where was he at
in New
Sunday? Where was he
Orleans.
at yesterday? Don't worry, I'll wait.
In New Orleans, the head coach Dennis Allen is mulling over making a quarterback change. We was just talking about it yesterday, but he said for the most part that Jameis Wilson is not fully healthy, and that's kind of like what the issue is. He's like he doesn't want to bring him back. He's like he doesn't think he'll be 100% this year at all.
Wait a
He's
minute.
still
You said Jameis Winston?
Jamie Winston, yeah,
Oh, okay,
he's
okay,
not
okay,
100% healthy.
okay.
Basically, he's looking at he did suffer a back injury earlier in the year, but now he's saddled with a foot injury, which hasn't
Mm.
healed yet or hasn't completely changed. So now it's looking funny. He's like they're going to take that into consideration. Factors, as Eric would say, they're going to factor that in whether or not they believe Jameis should start or. I almost forget his name. Every time I think about it, I
Dalton?
have you say Red Rooster. Yeah,
Dalton.
Dalton.
Andy.
Dalton should get to start. So 1 and 2, even Jameis or Dalton will start this weekend.
Who they
I wouldn't
play?
be thrown off if
Oh, the Rams.
yeah, I wouldn't be thrown off if what's the name starts. Taysom gets to
Taysom Hill.
start. Yeah, gets to start. Of course, which is very harmful to me and my fantasy. Uh,
If Taysom Hill starts?
no, with Cooper Cup not playing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Have
Cooper
they
Cup,
have they said how bad it was? And
nah, they
Chase didn't
just
play last night either.
no. He plays. He's activated this week, so he'll be back. He'll play against
Yeah.
Houston this week. As I was just about to say, watch the defensive end. Chase Young is activated this week, so he will most likely get his first action versus the Houston Texans on Sunday. Uh, Cooper Cup is expected to miss some time as he has a high ankle sprain. They did find that there was no damage. There was no broken bones or anything. However, they did find some ligament damage. If you think about it, just the week before, on the same ankle, he had been taken out late in the game, in which they allowed him to continue to play because they said there was no damage, no tendon damage, no ligament damage, no broken bones. Cup was entered the game this week with 75 receptions and was on pace to hit 153 receptions recorded. As we know, the all-time receiving record for receptions is 149, set by Michael Thomas in 2019. How big of a damage do you think this is going to be to Los Angeles Rams, Bishop, if Cooper Cup isn't able to go?
It's detrimental to the Rams, man, because the Rams are already struggling with him. So without him, it's really going to be a struggle for Matthew, because of course we know that's his
Heck,
go-to.
Matthew ain't even playing at
Oh,
this
he ain't
place.
playing either.
Yeah, remember Matthew was out too. He didn't play. Remember it was
Oh
him.
yeah. Oh, but I'm
So,
saying this upcoming week though. I'm
well,
talking about.
if he comes back, yeah, he doesn't have his go-to is no longer
Right,
there.
he definitely, and that's key. I mean, that's huge. That's huge for him because now you was out the week before. Now you coming back, but you don't have your number one receiver. So yeah, that's gonna be crucial. And this is where whatchamacallit will be an asset, is where OBJ would come into effect if he was still in LA, is because Cup is down. OBJ would be that he would automatically jump to the number one. But unfortunately, he's no longer on that squad. So yeah, that game could go anyway. Both teams are 3-6. Well, the Saints are 3-7, the Rams are 3-6. So that game could go either way on Sunday, and they playing in the Superdome in New Orleans. So I don't know, man. It could be very detrimental. Yeah, for those of you who have him on your fantasy, I know y'all upset right now. Yeah, because that's a huge miss on your squad or whatever. And then who else? I was going to say something. Golly, what I was going to say? I was going to tell you something and I forgot. Oh, y'all got the Monday night game against Arizona?
Yes, we play Arizona.
Sounds like a trap game.
Oh, that's not
That
a trap
sounds
game.
like a trap game. Y'all 5-4, they 4-6. That sounds like a trap game.
That's not a trap game.
That sounds like a trap game. Ooh,
They're only
in
4-6.
Arizona.
No, that's not a trap game. That one is. If we were playing Seattle, I might say that, but no, that's not a trap game.
Why that's not a trap game? Why that's not a trap game?
Because
why would Seattle make it a trap game?
Because Seattle is the number one team in our division, but yet we still continue to get we're higher ranked on the in the ranking. So that saying that's like walking in like, oh, we just need to get this win, and then it doesn't happen.
So yeah, we saw that Zach Cup high ankle sprain. ESPN said it doesn't sound good. Yeah, I heard about that. Richie, you see what Applewhite said? Trey, thanks for Kirk and ETN. See, yeah, them trades. Yeah.
But like I said, it's cool. It is okay, cool because did
you win this week?
Yeah, I won.
Oh, okay.
I think I did. I even go look. Let me see.
Don't worry, but I'll let you know.
I lost in our league.
Okay, because I'm about to say yes, you did. Bad. Ooh, Cowboy Nation. Cowboy Nation done you in. 123-94. I won again in that one in 70 to 74-42. That's how I won. 78 points. That's all I scored, bro. To win over CNN, who was 1-9. Yeah, and then in the Yahoo, yeah, I'm still 8-2 over there too. Took out Melissa. Took out Melissa. You know what I'm saying? I'm 8-2, baby. 8-2. 8-2. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, they trying to catch my and I'm glad I didn't. Well, he did get up. No, he did. No, see, and I didn't play Garoppolo, and I'm glad because Marcus Mariota got me more points than Garoppolo did. Ain't that something? Go figure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to me about Deshaun and OBJ. Make a good trade offer. Who trying to get? Who got Deshaun and OBJ?
Where is that?
Rich AP. My schedule is jacked. I will play all the top teams from here on out. Sorry to hear that, Zach. Are you next on my list, guy? Are you next on my list? Because that's probably because I am top. What's the standings? Let's see. League. Who leading the league right now? The league is being led by. Oh, I'm number one in the division at 8-2. You know what I'm saying? But I'm number one in the silver division. Trey's number one in the blue division, and ISO is number one in the orange division. Excuse me. Oh, you got me week 14. Oh, okay. Who I got this week? Playing with your TDs, huh? Okay. Yeah, Herc is second. Yeah, but by points, I'm low down there on points. Trey's man, everybody in my division got more points. Oh no, that's points against. I'm sorry, points for. I'm still down. Herc got more points for than I do. Ooh, did I catch Savvy? I did. I'm number one overall. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. ISO is. He got us like by 3 points. Both of us. I'm moving up fast. Team healthy now. We're gonna see Applewhite. We're gonna see. we are definitely gonna see. But right now, yeah, I'm number 2 with no, I'm number 3. Or no, I'm number wait. ISO's number 1. No, Herc is number 1 with 279. ISO's number 2 with I'm sorry. Herc is number 1 with 1,279 points for. ISO's at 1,237. Then I come in at, oh my God, I'm in totally wrong. Laces Out is on top. He has 1,316. Then Herc with 1,279. Then ISO with 1,237. Then myself at 1,234.88. Then Savvy 1,234.62. So those are the top 4 in that league. And then of course that is our frat league. And then look at you. Hold on, look at you, Zach. Where you at? What's your team, Zach? Zach here, Laces Out. Oh, that's what I said. Yeah, I said you up there. You got it. Yeah, I said you the one, Zach, Laces Out. I said you number 1 in points. And then in fantasy, let's see the league. I don't know who's leading in the league in fantasy in this one. Oh, I'm sorry. They got the confetti falling right now, and so they showing me all that stuff. But anyway, how's she? Oh, in Division 1. What? I'm number 2? Oh yeah, but it's only 2 people ahead of me, so I'm third overall. So we good with an 8-2 record. Let's go. Good morning, John A. How you doing? Good morning. How you doing? What's good, y'all? So that's what it is, man. I'm sure Trey talked about. Trey had to leave because he had a meeting, but we sure talked about. Good. Glad to hear that, John A. Glad to hear. We talked about we got some big games. A lot of people say, or one of the big questions is Tua Tagovailoa a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? Do y'all feel like he is that guy who could carry Miami into the postseason and possibly into the Super Bowl? We know they had a great game this past week. They put up major points. Tua Tagovailoa played a great game versus the Browns, which they blew out the Browns 39-17. Tua Tagovailoa was 25 for 35 or 32. He threw for 200, almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. This guy, he's doing well. Would I say he's in the top 5? That's a good question. It's probably hard to say that he isn't. His stats are up there. I got to give it to him. Facts, Eric. It's hard to say. It's hard to take him out of the top 5. In my opinion, I would say it was Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. You might even throw in there Kirk Cousins, man, the way he's been playing with these Vikings, and then Patrick Mahomes. Did I say Patrick Mahomes already? I don't think I did. I hope not. Patrick Mahomes and then I would probably say Tua Tagovailoa is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now. With Dak Prescott coming probably up at number 6. What up, Key? How you doing? Good morning. 10 TDs in the last 4 games. It's QBs that still don't have 10 TDs total. That's true facts. Totally agree with you, Eric. There are teams out there who don't even have 10 touchdowns as of yet. Matter of fact, let's see something. Let's see. Let's see. So Patrick Mahomes in the top 5. These are the top 5 offensive leaders in the NFL right now. Patrick Mahomes with 2,000, almost 3,000 yards, 2,936. Tom Brady with 2,805. Josh Allen with 2,733. Joe Burrow 2,535. And believe it or not, rounding off the top 5 is Geno Smith with 2,474 yards. With that being said, Tua Tagovailoa nor Jalen Hurts or a Dak Prescott are in the top in offensive leading passing. Glad we already beat them. He throwing great right now, though. He is. But like I said, the top 5 was Holmes, Brady, Allen, Burrow, Smith. But that's by passing yards. If you complete leaders, let's see. And then rounding off the other 6 is Justin Herbert at 7. It's Kirk Cousins, he's in the top 10, which I expected. I said that. Trevor Lawrence is at 8. Aaron Rodgers at 9. Jared Goff is at 10. Tua is at 11. Matt Ryan is at 12. Jalen Hurts is at 13. So you got Kyler Murray at 14. Derek Carr at 15. Jacoby Brissett at 16. Russell Wilson at 17. Mills at 18, Garoppolo at 19, and Matthew Stafford rounding out the top 20 quarterbacks in passing. So only one averaging over 300 yards a game is Tua did miss 3 games, though. That is true. Tua did miss 3 games, so he would probably be up higher than that, than 11 if he hadn't missed those few games. There's only 2 quarterbacks that's averaging over 300 yards a game, and that is Josh Allen and Patrick the Great Mahomes. Josh Allen at 303 and Patrick the Great at 326 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes has 25. Tom Brady has 12. Josh Allen has 20. Joe Burrow has 18. Geno Smith has 17. Justin has 14. Kurt has 14. Trevor has 13. Aaron has 17. Jared has 15. Tua has 18. Matt Ryan has 10. Hurts has 14. Kyler has 12. Derek has 13. And then the only other 2 people that have, or 4, there are the 4. Jimmy has 11. Matthew has 11. Lamar Jackson has 16. And Marcus Mariota has 12. All the rest do not have over 10 touchdowns. With the closest person to the next 10 touchdowns are Ryan Tannehill with 8, Daniel Jones with 8. Who is this? Matthew Stafford only has 8, and Russell Wilson has 8. So like he said, yes, there's some quarterbacks out there that don't even have 10 touchdowns. Like he said, Tua Tagovailoa has a total of 18? Yeah, he's at 18. So yeah. In my opinion, I do feel like Jones only have 8 with 7 in a 7-2 team. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. He only has 8 with a 7-2 team. Yeah, that is mad crazy. 8 touchdowns. He has, yeah. That's crazy. This is supposed to be a passing league. You would think, man, but it's a few guys out there that only got 8. Tannehill only got 8, but we know they run heavy because of old boy, and and Daniel Jones, same reason. We talking about their run game. Their running game is strong. So the teams with a huge running game, not Kirk Cousins, but the teams that have strong running games, they depend. A lot of their game depends on how they run the ball, which is again the Giants and as well as the Titans. That's why they shorthanded on touchdown passes. But again, I in my opinion, I do think Tua Tagovailoa, in my opinion, I do think he should be in the top 5. Because when I told y'all the top 5, I would probably take Joe Burrow out and Geno Smith out of the top 5 in which they have in regards to leaders. But when it comes down to him, I did say Patrick Mahomes. I didn't add Tom Brady, or did I say Tom Brady? I don't know. I don't think I said Tom Brady, but I definitely said Patrick Mahomes. I think I said Josh Allen, and then I added Kirk Cousins. I know I added Kirk Cousins, Jalen Hurts, and Tua Tagovailoa. And you know who I didn't see? Where is Dak Prescott down at number 35. Golly, Dak is at 35 with 6. He's thrown 6 touchdowns. Don't get me wrong. I know he's been out for a while. Yeah, Giants running back is definitely MVP stats without questions. Saquon Barkley, man, the boy is beast mode right now. Tua is good. Is it safe to say that Russell Wilson is washed? I do. Yes, Don. Don. I think Russell Wilson is done, man. I really do. I don't. He's right there. Him and Matt Ryan are probably in the same boat, in my opinion. I feel like Russell Wilson has done a great job in the NFL. Him going to Denver, it doesn't look like it's going to be profitable, or should I say, beneficial for the Broncos. We just got to see how like we were saying yesterday. There's still a lot of time left. Still a lot of time, a lot of games left. Still got about 8 games left, 6, 7, 8 games left. So he could turn it around for him. But I really don't see that happening. Thank you. Someone finally said it. Wilson is not that same. He is not. He is not, Eric. In my opinion, he is not. I thought that before he left Seattle. I didn't think Wilson was going to be that dude. And it's showing. That game against Sunday, crucial pass that it pretty much solidified their loss. Yeah, Russell Wilson, I think his time is up, man. Him and Matt Ryan, I think both of them, it's time to go on and move on to greener pastures. Giants running Barkley too much. You know what? It's funny you say that, Anthony, because I feel like a lot of people feel like, but that's the Achilles heel, man. That's who carries. Like I just said, Daniel Jones don't even have 10 touchdowns, and we're going into week 11. That means he's averaging a little under 1 touchdown pass a game. 1 touchdown pass a game. So obviously Saquon is their key, and I agree. He may, a lot of runs could find him in a bad situation where he could become injured. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, wait, Lamar Jackson not in the top 5? Lamar had how many? Let me see how. Lamar, yeah, I know Lamar has over 10 touchdowns because I saw it. Lamar has 16. 16. He has 16. Lamar, you know what? I would put Lamar over Dak because I think I put Dak at 6. So I would definitely put Dak and Lamar in the top 6. He would definitely be at 6 over Dak because I had Dak at 6. But Lamar is that dude, man. I'm not gonna front. Lamar is definitely that dude. I just don't, I don't think I have him quite in the top 5, man, because he's not outdoing Mahomes. He's not outdoing I don't know. He probably could outdo Kirk though, and I did put Kirk in there. He could probably outdo Kirk. Now that I think about it, he could probably outdo Kirk. But I don't know. Lamar's right there though. Was hoping with a better line he would be good this year. I did. Me too, Zach. I thought Wilson was gonna be a better. I thought he was gonna maybe be able to do something over, maybe reinvent himself over there in Denver, but that's not what it's looking like, man. Russell Wilson's passion has diminished with all that money he pulled Zeke after getting paid. But the thing is, did he really? I don't feel like he pulled a Zeke, in my opinion. We talked about this yesterday. I feel like Zeke's time up in Dallas is over. I don't feel like y'all need Zeke and Tony Pollard. I think Zeke needs to move on. Y'all stick with Tony Pollard and do all that. Now, I get what Trey and Eric and them were saying yesterday in regards to Zeke is that 3rd down and 4th down back when they need a yard or 2 to get that first down. I got it. But you paid that man, again, and like I stated yesterday, you paid Zeke way too much money to be a 3rd and 4th down back. I feel like Zeke needs to go somewhere else. Let Tony Pollard be their team's running game and move on with Zeke somewhere else. Zeke would probably be very beneficial at another team that needs a running game, a running back. That would be somewhere like probably the Rams or somebody like the who was we talking about the other day? We was talking about somebody and they needed a running game. He just need to work on his accuracy. Who we talking about? Wilson. Oh, those dollars changes people. Yeah, they do. We're not getting rid of Zeke. Yeah, I know y'all ain't. Pollard Collard Greens, Vikings by 14. Laughing. Vikings by 14. Oh, Eric putting up predictions, bro. Yeah, man. Zeke. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Y'all would be wrong. Y'all keeping Zeke is not doing nothing for y'all. Zeke ain't even leading in rushing. So what is he really doing for y'all? Zeke is where at in rushing. If he ain't in the top 20, bro, or the top 15, then Tony Pollard is 13. Tony Pollard is 13 in rushing in the league. Zeke is 28, bro. 28? Tony Pollard is 13. Zeke is 15 spots below Tony Pollard. Really? Bro, stop it. Stop it. It's time for Zeke to go. Yeah, I agree. Out of 32, that's right. He's 28 out of 32. That right there states that y'all don't need Zeke. When y'all so-called backup running back is 15 spots higher, what do y'all need Zeke for? What do y'all need Zeke for? You don't need Zeke. Just do how many touchdowns he got? 1. Oh no, he got 4. My bad. I'm about to say he got 1. He got 4 touchdowns to Tony Pollard's 6. Y'all don't need Zeke. That is money wasted. Y'all can put that money toward other places, man. But that's Dallas. I'm gonna let y'all do Dallas. But Zeke is not that dude, man. He needs to be moved. He needs to move around, man. He needs to move around. But I know coming from Applewhite, this is the same guy that thinks whatchamacallit is they number one. He's the same guy that thinks what's his name is a number one receiver. And I keep telling him, no, he's not. Just the same guy believes that old boy is their number one receiver. Zeke is still better than most teams back, and we don't need to start over on running backs. Why would you be starting over? Tony Pollard, why would you be starting over? How is Tony Pollard starting over? You already have Tony Pollard. How are you starting over? Y'all pretty much are using him more than y'all using Zeke. That wouldn't be a start over. And he's not better than most teams back if he's 28. He's 4 away from – how is he better than most teams back at 28? This is the league at AP. I'm talking about this is the league he's 28 into. So he's only better than 4 people in the NFL. He's better than 4. That's it. You told me I was wrong about Pollard. Now you're on his band. I'm not. No, I didn't tell you was wrong about Pollard. I told you was wrong about your wide receiver. I never said anything about Pollard. I never said anything. I told you that your boy Gallup was not the number one receiver. That's what I told you. I never said anything about Pollard. I've been saying Pollard should. I've been saying Zeke should have been gone, and y'all should have been starting Pollard a long time ago. I told you about Gallup. You claim Gallup is y'all number one receiver when he clearly isn't. And I told you, that's what I said. That's what I told you. But Zeke is not. How is Zeke better than most backs and running backs in the NFL? And he's better than 4 because he's ranked 28th. So he's not better than no more than 4 people. And the 4 in which he's better than probably ain't even who we talking about. Zeke is better than people that you ain't even really heard of. Tyler Algier, David Montgomery, like Cordell Patterson, David Singletary. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. He's not, bro. He's not. He really is not, bro. Either way, when we let's talk about teams with running QB and teams with running QBs, right? Like Jalen Hurts is in that list as with rushing. Jalen Hurts is in that list, and I didn't get to see. Let me see how far Jalen Hurts is from Zeke, because he's definitely Jalen Hurts is there. Zeke is there. Zeke is at 28. Jalen Hurts is at 38. This list goes all the way down to 50. So But like you said, there's running quarterbacks. There's even a wide receiver in here, I think, and a tight end. Taysom Hill is in here. Daniel Jones is in here. So these are all this is rushing all, from everybody. Kyler Murray's on here, stuff like that. But yeah, Ezekiel's 28 and Jalen Hurts is 38. Bro, like Zeke is good for what the Cowboys do. What do y'all do, bro? You sit here and say what the Cowboys Zeke fits what the what do y'all do? What is he doing? Be honest. Outside of getting y'all first downs for 3rd and 2 and 4th and 1, what does he do? Because it ain't like he get in the end zone that much. He got 4 touchdowns, bro. So what does he really do for y'all? What does he do? Let me ask you this, Applewhite. What does he do that totally Pollard don't do? Outside of get those 3rd and 1s, the 4th and 1s. Outside of that, what else does he do? Y'all paying him millions of dollars to get 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s. If that's the case, y'all wasted y'all money. If that's the case, y'all wasted y'all money. 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s, that's what y'all paid him millions of dollars for a contract for 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s. That's crazy. That's mad crazy, bro. So a highly paid fullback, that part, Eric, that part, a highly paid fullback. That's exactly what it is, Eric. A highly paid fullback. Y'all paid millions of dollars to y'all have the most expensive fullback in the NFL history. Because that's all he is. He's not a bruiser. Okay, I'll give you bruising. And you know what? I'll give you bruising. That's still a 3rd down back. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 3rd and 2. He's not, bro. What makes him good, bro? Because he can get 1 or 2 yards? What makes Zeke good? Because he can get 1 or 2 yards, bro. He has 4 touchdowns. You can't give me nothing else outside of that. He has 4 touchdowns in week 11. He has 4. That's not doing nothing, in my opinion. But I mean, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Y'all tell me if y'all let him outside of Applewhite, because we know he biased. He gonna say that that's something because he wants to keep Zeke. He fits what? You still ain't said what he fit. He fits what? What does he fit? What is he doing that Pollard can't do? Outside of get them what you call bruiser yards, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, which Pollard probably can do without question. He does it. He's a better runner. Zeke's time has been over. Thank you. It's Pollard's time. I said the same thing, Eric. I said that weeks ago. What is y'all scheme? You keep saying the same thing, AP. What is y'all scheme? What is it? Because whatever scheme you claiming that the Cowboys have, it's not Zeke. It's Tony Pollard that's doing all that. Clearly, Tony Pollard has 2 more touchdowns than Zeke. What does he do? Zeke, I can see Zeke going to another team, man, and being more productive with another team. In my opinion, if he was to go over there to like Chicago, who needs a running back? If he was to go over there to Buffalo, or if he was to go over there to Atlanta, maybe teams that that truly needs a running. Well, Atlanta kind of got one with Cordell Patterson, but he can't stay healthy. But neither can Zeke either. Eric thinks he knows my team better than me. What a joke! No, so y'all scheme is to run the 2nd string running back more than that part, Eric. That part. Applewhite AP. It sounds like you don't know your team yourself, bro. We run a 2-back. Y'all run a 2-back system. Y'all do. Okay. That's not saying much, bro. Okay, you run a 2-back system. That's not saying much. So does Cleveland. What are you saying? You mean that y'all run a 2-back system? What does that mean? One of your backs aren't even really productive. Zeke Elliott is not really that productive. He gets you first downs on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. 3rd and 2, 4th and whatever. When y'all need inches, he's done that. Now, do we break some big runs every now and then? Sure. Who doesn't though? Y'all's is not that effective, bro. How? Y'all 7-3. How effective is it really? Like, seriously. How effective do you really think that the Cowboys offense is? I don't really see it being that effective. What like are y'all a passing team or y'all a running team? My question is, are y'all a passing team or running team? I would like to know, or what do you feel like the Dallas Cowboys is? Is they a passing team or a running team? We already know Eric and I both said this is a passing league, we feel. So y'all the only team that's a running team? What up, Marcus? What up, Frat? What up? Flip. It works for our scheme in both passing and running. So y'all pass and running team. So are y'all run first or y'all pass first? Which one is it? Because we talked about, I really don't know how y'all passing team. When we talked about how far down um, uh, Dak is. Dak is 35th in passing. Oh, so y'all will run first. Okay, so y'all will run first, but yet and still y'all not top 10 in rushing. Y'all not even top 20 in rushing, but y'all run first team. That's not making sense. That's not making sense. For a 7-3 team, if y'all will run first, y'all should be at least in the top 10 if Zeke is doing what he's supposedly doing. Okay, Marcus, I feel you. Y'all run. Both of y'all say y'all will run first team, but y'all don't have nobody. Tony Pollard is 13, which ain't bad. I give you that. That's not bad. Tony Pollard is 13. He has 621 rushing yards. 621. Dak missed many games. That is why he's down this year. Zeke as like, thank you. That's coming. Marcus Gardner is a true Dallas Cowboy fan. He's a Cowboy fan too, AP, and he's even saying Zeke is lazy. Bro, he's a true Dallas. You see, he got a Dallas Cowboy jersey on in his photo. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But moving right along, man. Let's keep it moving, man. We got some like we said, we know the college CFP should be coming out tonight on who will be in the top margin for college football. We should see. We know what was it? The college playoffs. If it was to start today, right now they would have Georgia at number 1, Ohio State at number 2, Michigan at number 3. Oh, I'm sorry, Georgia at number 1 at 9-0, Ohio State at number 2 at 9-0, Michigan at number 3 at 9-0, and TCU rounding off the top 4 at 9-0. Zeke got paid, not lazy, got his money, and stopped playing hard, just like Denver's QB. Exactly, lazy. Yeah, that's all he did. Zeke got his money, and now he ain't doing nothing. He's a waste out there in Dallas, bro. So yes, the college football playoffs, man. It should be exciting. It should be. I'm surprised right now. Don't know who the 5 and 6 is or 7 is. I'm sure Alabama's going to be somewhere in there. In the top, probably in the top 10 because of some losses this past week. Who lost this week? This past weekend. In the hold on, what we miss? USC killed Florida. Colorado 55-17, but they won at 9. So Georgia won, of course. So that's why they had number 1. Ohio State won from Michigan won. TCU beat Texas by 7, which is crazy how they still at number 4. But Texas was 18. So Texas is 18 at 6-4. That's crazy. Tennessee beat Missouri. Tennessee's number 5, and we'll move up because Ohio State and Michigan has to play each other. Facts, y'all will. Tennessee at number 5, beating Missouri. Washington upset Oregon. So Oregon was 6, so they're gonna drop. They're gonna drop because they got beat by number 25 Oregon. By 20. Oregon got beat by number 25 Washington, 37-34. So we know that how that's going. LSU beat Arkansas 13-7. They're ranked 7th. Alabama 9. They beat Ole Miss 30-24. Ole Miss was ranked 11th. So Alabama, they are in the top 10. They're at 9. Should they move up? I don't know because they should. They probably will because Oregon was 6 and they lost. So I'm thinking Alabama probably move up at least 1 or 2 spots tonight when they come out with the CFP. Clemson won. They're at number 10. They'll probably move up because of Oregon's loss. UCLA lost to Arizona, but they were 12, so they'll drop. Utah blew out Stanford. They had 13. They'll move up. Penn State shut out Maryland. They're at 14. They possibly could move up too. North Carolina at 15. They barely beat Wake Forest, who was unranked. They beat them 36-34. North Carolina State lost to Boston College. They were ranked. North Carolina was ranked 16. Boston College was unranked, so they'll drop. UCF beat number 17th ranked Tulane. So Tulane should drop. UCF should probably move up with a 38-31 win over Tulane. Kansas State blew out Baylor 31-3. Kansas State was 19. Baylor wasn't ranked, so Kansas State should move up a couple of spots. Notre Dame at 20 beat Navy 35-32, which was close. They may be staying fast. Illinois beat Purdue. No, I'm sorry. Purdue upset Illinois 31-24. Illinois was ranked 21, so Illinois will probably drop out of the top 25. Florida State wins 38-3 over Syracuse. Florida State was 23. Vanderbilt upset Kentucky and beat number 24 ranked Kentucky 24-21. So Kentucky will definitely fall out the top 25. So it should definitely be interesting tonight when the CFP comes out on who's going to be where. We do have a few upsets that happened over the weekend. So the college CFP should be very interesting tonight to see who did what and who's going to get the switching of teams all over. So, shout out to that. Can't wait to see how that. I have no dog in this fight this year. The Big 12 is just trash all the way around, bro. Like when it's all said and done, the Big 12, like the records for the Big 12 is the only one doing something out of the Big 12 is TCU. Is TCU. Everybody else, man, is hitting on hot garbage. Like it don't even make sense, man. Like Big 12, like Oklahoma, we 5-5. We lost to West Virginia this weekend. We had 500. Ohio State and Oklahoma State, both Oklahoma State, they beat Iowa State this weekend. They're 7, but Oklahoma State is 7-3. Iowa State is 4-6. Both of them Big 12. TCU, like I said, in Texas, TCU is 10-0, of course. So of course that's the one team I did say is doing something. But Texas 6-4, but ranked 18. Kansas State 7-3. Baylor 6-4, Kansas 6-4, which is kind of normal for Tech, and then Texas Tech 45-5. Like no one doing anything in the Big 12 except TCU. That's it. Nobody else is doing anything. So the Big 12 is just, and it's bad. It's bad to say that, man, because we know the Big 12 is supposed to go to the SEC either 2023 or 2024. We supposed to go to the SEC, and this is how we come in or go out this season being prepared to go to the SEC by having one team being dominant in the Big 12, and that's TCU this year. Well, I'm sorry. The Big 12 is not going to the SEC. 2 teams are going to the SEC. Both those teams are doing horrible this season. Oklahoma at 5-5 and Texas at 6-4. So both teams, it's Oklahoma and Texas are the only 2 teams. I stand correct. Oklahoma and Texas are the only 2 teams that are going to the SEC in 2023 or 2024. One or the other. So it's not looking good for us, man, to be headed to the SEC with our records looking like that. It's not. But again, like I told you, I don't like Brent Venables. I don't think he's the coach for us. I can't speak for Texas. We know Quentin Ewers is doing something. BJ Robinson is a beast out there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Dylan Gabriel is the quarterback for us in Oklahoma. I just don't feel like he's that guy. He just doesn't. he doesn't even look right out there playing for us, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting to hear when we are going to officially move over to the SEC. Because I have high hopes for us to go over there. I hope we don't go over there and end up like who is it? Texas A&M, and not win no type of nothing while being in the SEC. Ever since Texas A&M went over there, they ain't done nothing. Nothing. They've had a couple of maybe winning seasons, I think, but for the most part, Texas A&M ain't did nothing since they've been over there in the SEC. And that's not what my plans are. Hopefully, most Oklahoma fans and Oklahoma players, I know that's not their intent for us to go over there and flop, because we do know that the SEC is the hardest conference. So we'll see. It can only be an improvement after this year for y'all boys. You right, Ron. You right. But like I said, I'm wondering if we still got another season in the Big 12 before we head over to the SEC. Yeah, from next season, after this, the only place we can go is up, man, because this right here, oh my God, like with the way things went this season, you would almost have to say, and I get it, everybody gonna say, oh, it's his first season, Brent's first season. I got that, bro, but like Jerry Jones, man, like we ain't got time for you to be figuring it out. And especially, and again, when it's all said and done, for me, I feel like being that Brett Venables is a defensive coach, he's a defensive type coach. How are you still allowing, you being a defensive minded coach, how are you allowing this many points on a team? How are you allowing that many points to be scored on your team at being a defensive minded coach? That makes no sense to me. We got shut out. We got shut out by Texas. Iowa State beat us. West Virginia just beat us. It came back and beat us. West Virginia, but Baylor beat us. Kansas State beat us. Come on, man. Like, these games that we normally win, we're losing, and we're losing drastically. We losing big games, and these games, it don't make sense. And I don't think Brent Venables or Dylan Gabriel is the guys for us. I think they need to be gone, both of them. I really do. We know what Lincoln Riley did when, everybody. Lincoln Riley took a bunch of players. He didn't take everybody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take everybody. When it's all said and done, we haven't had a showing like this in years. And I think 1980 something is the last time we had a season like this, I want to say. But either way, this is not what we're used to in Sooner Nation, baby. It's not what we're used to. But it is what it is. We're gonna keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving, man. We gotta keep it moving. I haven't. Well, I've written this season off. I haven't written off my team. I definitely will never ride off my team, but I've definitely written off the season. There's nothing. Only bowl we can play in is a fish bowl. As bait meat. I'm just saying. It is what it is. It is what it is. What was the other thing? So what are your thoughts, man? We talked about it. Jeff Saturday got a big win on Saturday with the comeback win versus the who did they play? They played the coach beat the who was it? They beat the Raiders, which ain't saying much because the Raiders are 2-7. But the fact of the matter that the Raiders were up and Jeff Saturday got his first win as the head coach for the Indianapolis coach when he first thing he did was start Matt Ryan. We talked about it briefly yesterday. Was it a smart move? Obviously, it ended up being a smart move. If they had lost, would have been considered a bad move by starting Matt Ryan. We'll never know, because they did pull off the win versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are abysmal right now. I don't know what to say. Carr, we saw he was in tears. Basically, he was emotional. He feels some type of way. I know he's tired of losing. I'm sure Devontae Adams didn't sign up to be a loser out there in Las Vegas, but it is not like the Green Bay Packers are doing anything better out there in Green Bay. You think they're gonna keep him long term? Who you talking about? Jeff Saturday? You talking about Jeff Saturday? Don't keep him long term? I don't know, man. I don't know. He went from the you talking about Saturday. He went from the booth to the sideline, and overnight. And so I don't know. A lot of people like Jeff Saturday. He looked like when he played, it feels as though, and Jeff Saturday was the center for Peyton Manning, if I'm not mistaken, and he was out there in Indianapolis. So I'm sure he's loved out there out there in the Colts Nation and stuff like that. I know because we're so used to Eric. I think we're so used to seeing him in the booth and being commentating, being an analyst. So I think in my opinion, I think he'll do okay as long as he can turn the team around. I mean, right now the Colts are what? I know they got a losing record, but right now they're 4-5. So that's one notch on his belt, getting them in the winning circle. If he can continue to win, of course they got us next. They play us. They play us on Sunday at 12. We got the early game with the Colts, and that's going to be a big test for Jeff Saturday. But if he saw what Washington did against us, they possibly could pull out another win, man, especially in running the ball. Hopefully Jordan Davis will be back this upcoming Sunday versus the Colts, and hopefully Nick Sirianni can find out how to use his plays to be beneficial on the field and stop just continually just throwing the ball and not doing anything else. Like, you would really think that Philly has no running backs by the way this dude just continuously throws the ball. But either way, I think Jeff Saturday, as long as he can continue to get some wins, and again, he's there. And they'll probably, of course, he'll finish off this season, and then they'll probably, reevaluate it come next season and see how he starts off. And then if he starts off well, we'll see. I think the big picture is, the main concern is about Matt Ryan. Do you keep Matt Ryan for another season under Jeff Saturday and see if that's the team, see if that tandem or that duo can work together and pull off some wins? But we'll see. No way we ready to game plan against the Eagles. No way he ready to play game plan against. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah. Again, I get what you're saying, Eric. They did play the Raiders this past weekend, so it wasn't like they was going up a great foe to showcase his true talents against the Raiders. But like I said, this will be his test. No, get you a rookie out the draft, let Ryan go. And that's my thing, right? I'm wondering, like, if I'm Jeff Saturday, or Eric, if you're Jeff Saturday, anybody, if you're Jeff Saturday, are you sticking with Matt Ryan going into next season, knowing that you're the coach now? Matt Ryan is your premier quarterback right now, the veteran. Do you stick with Matt, or do you try, being that you're 4-5? Do you pick up a QB in the draft, depending on where you sit in the draft? Do you pick up a QB in hopes to try and change the team around for the upcoming for next season? That's a question in which only a coach can answer right now. In a way, I feel like Eric. I had said it. Matt Ryan, just like I said about Russell Wilson. I think Matt Ryan and Russell Wilson are in the same boat. I think their time is done. Matt has been playing. I feel like Matt has been playing just as long as Tom Brady, man. It seems like Matt has been playing football so long, man. Golly. But I do feel like Matt Ryan's time is up. Him and Peyton Manning. I mean, him and Russell Wilson. I feel like they're in the same boat. It's time to move on. That ship has sailed, in my opinion. But we'll see. Good luck to Jeff Saturday. They're gonna need it this weekend. Matty Ice has melted. That part, yeah, he ain't ice no more. He's Matty. He's Matty. What is it? Lukewarm. Matty. He ain't ice no more. But yeah, they 4-5. They coming in the. No, I think we play them. I think we go to Indianapolis, if I'm not mistaken. And we probably need to go to Indianapolis after that abysmal darn play we had. Like, how we lose at home to Washington, bro? We beat them on the road. And I guess that's how it works. Man. We'll see. Big games are coming up this week, though. We got some big ones. What is it? Titans playing the Green Bay Packers on Thursday. Like I said, we're going to the Eagles are going to Indianapolis. The Bears are going to Atlanta. The Browns are going to Buffalo. The Jets are going to New England, which is going to be a good game right there. The Jets and Patriots game is going to be a good one. The Rams are visiting the Matty Slush. That part is Zach. Matty Slush. Yeah, the Rams are visiting the Saints. The Lions are going to New York. That's going to be a good one. The Panthers are headed to Baltimore. The Commanders are going over to Houston. The Raiders are going over to Denver. The Cowboys are heading into Viking Stadium. The Bengals are heading out to Pittsburgh. The Chiefs are heading over to San Diego. And the 49ers are heading over to Arizona. This is going to be a horrible game for the Colts. If you ever wanted to be on the game, bet it all on the Eagles. You think so, man? I don't know, man. I'm just so afraid of how the Eagles just played, man. Allowing all that. There's two teams we just allowed crazy rushing yards against us. Crazy rushing yards. That's why I say we need Jordan Davis back in the middle. We need him because the rest of these guys, man, it was hard to watch last night. I'm not gonna front. It was so hard to watch last night to watch these guys allow this guy to continue. They knew, I knew, everybody knew that they wasn't finna let Heineke throw that ball like that. Everybody knew that. Yet and still, y'all still would not allow. Y'all still could not stop the run. Still, that is just beyond me. Did you see the face of the Eagles? They're about to play the best game this week. I hope so. That defense need to figure it out, bro. That defense, them linebackers, them D-line, bro. And like I said, I think that's this loss, I think, is one of the best things that could have happened to us, man. To be honest with you, I think that's one of the best things that could have happened to us is for us to take this loss. Now we have no more pressure. Nobody talking about an undefeated season. Nothing else to focus on now. We got that loss under our belt. Now it's time to focus on trying to finish out the season and try and continue to get or try to get back on a winning streak. And the first team up at the plate is them Colts. So we shall see, man. We shall see. All right, man. Well, with that, man, like you said, they needed that loss to get that drive and passing back. Y'all got comfortable. We did. I agree. We did. And like I said, all the games in which we were playing, bro, left on our schedule, man, all them games was pretty much trap games. And I said that about last night game. It was a trap game too, and it showed. And we took that L, man. We took that L. But all right, man, I got to get off this thing. I got a call that I got to take here in a few minutes myself. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to First Formation. It is a First Formation without y'all, man. We thank y'all so much. The Eric Smalls, the Zacks, the Marcus Gardners, the Apple Whites, the Don Dons, who else was on here? Anthony Price, APs, Anthony Price, Zach, all LA. Thank you for jumping on real quick. Key, all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Without y'all, again, it is not a First Formation. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. Be sure to tune in Monday through Friday from 09 to 1100 hours for you civilian personnel. That's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a blessed